So this is a little bit different for us. It's a 1985 110 station wagon, 200 TDI. That has been fully, and when I say fully, £156,000 worth of fully rebuilt. I must add, this wasn't done by us. It was done by a 4x4 specialist in Winkfield, near Windsor, for a client of ours who kept it in his country house and has now sold that and is moving back into London, and therefore the vehicle is now for sale. So as you can see, it's been fully repainted in a sort of old English white, sort of ivory off-white colour, and it's got a brown/bronze roof on it. It's got 16-inch steel wheels painted in the same old English white, and wrapped in BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres. It sits on a galvanised Richard chassis, galvanised front bumper, which you can see up front there, and a colour-coded with the roof, front grille and wing top vents here. The interior of this is quite loud. It's amazing. It's got 3 different types of tartan in it. If I go through here, so there's one type of tartan here and on the front door card, another type of tartan here and on that door card, and then a third type of tartan in the rear. The roof is a sort of lamb's wool roof lining, and all these bits here are actually gold plated. All the handles and lock pins, steering wheel, gear levers, etc. have been plated. It's got a fantastic stereo system in there. That's a Sony RSX GS something 9 stereo. The head unit alone is about £1,500, so you can sort of see the level of money that's been spent on this vehicle. So you can see the Galv chassis in there, and you see the RC, that's Richard chassis. It's also sitting on all new suspension. The list of work that's happened to this vehicle is just extraordinary. The invoices go on and on and on. All the axles have been fully rebuilt. There are a few things that I think we're going to change. I'm going to put some new side steps on it, because these ones have seen better days. They're only a few years old, but they're the Britpart ones, and they just corrode, I'm afraid, and it's just a shame, along with the exhaust as well, actually, which is a Britpart item, so I'll replace that. Overall, the vehicle is in superb condition. There's a few rust spots. There's a couple of rust spots at the bottom of that door there, or paint bubbles. A little bit of overspray here on the roof, but overall the vehicle is fantastic. I'll try and open the bonnet. There's a latch under here. Quite difficult to do one-handed. 2 seconds, sorry. There we go. So it's got a 200 TDI in here, which is all beautifully prepared, and I believe this was a fully recon unit as well. The engine looks in lovely nick, and the turbo system here all looks very neat. You'll notice it's got Dynaliner, which is a soundproofing material under the bonnet, so when it's shut it sounds pretty solid. You'll also notice when I shut the doors on this, just have a listen to this. Not often you hear a old series door shutting like that. So a lot of the work went into reprofiling seals. There's a lot of leather on these doors, so they're a bit wider, etc. So it was quite difficult to get everything to fit properly. There's a huge amount of extra work. Talking of extra work, just have a look. I mean, every single part of this car is wrapped in, it's not leather, it's pleather. He was a vegan, so, or is a vegan, I should say. So everything you see here, it's all wrapped in this brown pleather, which is a sort of plastic leather. The ashtray is colour-coded. The vents are colour-coded. Even the little focal speaker rings here are colour-coded, as they are here as well. Just extraordinary levels of detail that someone's gone to on this car. Fuse box, even the fuse box knobs are colour-coded. And there's soundproofing under the whole vehicle as well. So underneath all this carpet here, there's acres and acres of soundproofing. I can't even show it to you. It's all so well concealed. Seat belts are in all front, middle row, and in the back here as well. There's seat belts, which I've currently tucked away. But these lap belts in here. You can get a really good view of how sort of light and airy it is in this vehicle. But yeah, a huge amount of work. There is just one more spot I should show you, just on the bulkhead here. There's a slight bit of bubbling on both sides there, which sadly it is a shame that's happening, but it is, and I want to be honest with you. It drives amazingly. It's not the quickest Defender in the world with this 200 TDI, but it performs really nicely. It's very, very quiet, and because it's all been fully rebuilt, there are no nasty shakes or rattles or anything like that. It just sort of plods along beautifully with an amazing stereo system, and it looks rather cool. I mean, it's a very different looking vehicle, but as I said, I've got invoices for £156,000, so hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of the level of detail that's gone into this vehicle. It's almost impossible to run through everything that's been done. Even all the door latches have been extended slightly to make way for all the extra leather and soundproofing and stuff, so everything shuts and opens as it should. It's a great looking truck, and I think actually if you look at the suspension, it's got not that the rear is sitting slightly lower than it does on a normal 110, so it's got that sort of nice flat profile. 110s normally sit at a sort of slight nose down angle, but yeah, a fantastic thing. You can see the Galv chassis at the back here as well. I will try and upload as much detail as I can into the advert, but enjoy it, have a look at the pictures, and let me know what you think. Come and have a drive. Thank you. Bye bye.